was I came downstairs and he just said, "Hey, babe, I think we got it wrong. I think we got a lot of things wrong." So my husband was like, "Hey, like, I want to show you some stuff, and like it would be some articles and some videos and stuff." And I was like, "Oh man, like I really got to start rethinking a lot of things that I thought were true,
Yeah.
And that was kind of the first step into questioning everything I had been doing.
Yeah. Was it mostly, we don't have to get into the
Yeah.
details on this, but like the stuff that he was showing you, did it, because you said it was around the lockdowns.
Yeah.
Was it mostly regarding that kind of thing, or was it more theological in nature, the things that he was talking about?
No, it was like revolving more around like political things. And you have to understand at that time, like BLM was going hard and in LA, and I was in the middle of it. Like I lived 3 doors down from the mayor of LA. So we had Antifa like on we're just kind of like reevaluating, kind of going down the list of what I'm doing with my life and like what my perspectives are. And then it got to the part of like my spirituality. And that's where I started really rethinking a lot of things. He had sent me a sermon from Pastor Jack Hibbs, and I loved it. Like it really spoke to me, and like it answered a lot of. So then I started that. My son at the time was like still a baby, so I wasn't going to church, but we would watch like sermons every Sunday.
So this is the second testimony I posted where the events of 2020 and 2021 led to somebody really reevaluating their spirituality and their spiritual choices and everything that they've ever thought of. I don't know if you guys have seen, but an organization named Verna has different religious polling, and church attendance among millennials from 2019 to 2021 more than doubled. It's pretty incredible, and I think everything that was going on during this time, the lockdown, the evil that people saw on the streets, really led to a lot of changes, including this musician then throwing away her witchcraft books.
So now I'm going to fast forward to like the first post that I ever made about talking about like throwing away my occult books.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that everybody kind of honed in, my fans included, on the witchcraft books, because there was a lot more of those than there was the others. But I actually threw away all my meditation books, all my books on yoga, all my like it wasn't just the stuff that people considered spooky. And mind you, I prayed a lot about that post prior to doing it. Like I spent time on writing that caption because I knew the intentions behind it were to like start being able to talk about where I'm at in life, And
that was what, 2020?
Yeah.
Or so?
I think so, yeah. And it was such an... So I posted this post on Instagram where I just took a picture of a good chunk of these books that I took from my library. I have a library of like 300 to 500 books. And so this was a very small amount of books out of that collection that I just wanted to get rid of. Like I don't want to say that they were haunting me, but it's like I already knew they were there. I have my son who's growing up and is becoming curious, and it's like, there were some art books I threw away too that weren't in that picture that were like, I don't know if I want my kid to look at that, but to me it was like I came to this really awesome realization that night that I decided to post that, was that like I don't want these crutches in my life anymore. And that's what I really saw them as, is like, okay, like I just want Jesus, and it's a very narrow road, right? Like I feel like all these other like these breathing techniques or these or like spell work or whatever, like nature worship, all these things, it's like they're just crutches. They're not really like my answer.
Yeah.
And so for me, I would rather eliminate any distractions. It was crazy to watch the reaction, because in the comments it was like I feel like you could see literal demons hissing at each other. Oh, I don't think Aleister Crowley's evil, or hey, like why would you throw this away? You should give them to people, like that's so wasteful, or whatever. Or there's nothing wrong with what I see in these pictures. And then there would be the Christians that are like attacking and kind of saying equally as evil things too, that weren't helping anybody. And that night, I feel like 2 people came to my house. So at the time we lived in LA and we had a gated house, and I was upstairs with my son, and the doorbell rang, and we had like a security system, and my husband looks, and it was, he screenshotted it, and it was just this possessed person, you know, who just was like, hi, you know, I don't want to freak you out, but I just want to know if I could please have those books, you know, like I really need those books. I need those books. And it was just like, and you could see the darkness in this eye, and like, which were all readily available online anyway. I mean, I did have like first editions of stuff, but it's like, what is it in you that's like so desperate for, you know, like, again, trying to find these answers in the wrong places, a literal trash can.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of was like a very like sobering moment for me, because I was like, man, like this, I don't want to have anything to do with this, you know, anymore.
Let me tell y'all about Naturally It's Clean. You're always asking me for the link to the cleaning products that I talk about. This is it. It's called Naturally It's Clean. If you go to naturallyitsclean.com/Allie, you'll see my favorite products. I think there's carpet cleaner, multi-surface cleaner, the laundry stain remover. I really like their products because they don't have any fake fragrances. It's safer for my kids, for my family. I feel really good about using it on all my surfaces. Don't have to worry about all of that toxic stuff that's in so many cleaning products, but it's also super effective, especially the carpet cleaner, guys. Like if you've got toddlers like I do, you know how much you need effective carpet cleaner. This stuff really works. I love it, and I love the ingredients too. All made in the USA, another company that you can feel really good about supporting. Go to naturallyitsclean.com/Allie for 15% off your order with promo code Allie. Naturallyitsclean.com/Allie, code Allie. Naturallyitsclean.com/Allie, code Allie. So in 2020, when you posted that, you said that you saw those as crutches and all you wanted was Jesus. So at that point, you were a Christian.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So when did that happen?
Probably like a year before that.
A year before that. So let's talk about that a little bit. How did you become a Christian out of the world of just kind of spiritualism?
So funny enough, I kind of blame my husband, or give him the credit. It was during like right before, right when the lockdowns happened. And so that was kind of like, I just desired more and more and more. And so I just started studying the Bible.